Hello YouTube, Mathematics My Point of View, and today I'm reviewing Puzzlemint. She was a character that didn't really play a whole lot of, she didn't have a whole lot of screen time. I mean, she got that segment in, was it Positively Pink, I think, where she was being led away she was leading Pinkie Pie away so that the party that was, eventually it turns out, wasn't actually on the right day. She was leading her away to make sure she wasn't part of it, although they did have an animation error where Pinkie Pie is actually in there anyway, but as a character, she doesn't play a whole lot, so if you're not exactly into her, you get tired of her saying no kidding all the time, but she's just excited. She's a lot like the other characters. In terms of personality, I mean, she's practically a kid, and that's kind of what I'm getting at here. But I kind of like her. She's unique, and of course, you can't really hate her too much. I mean, if you like Trixie in Friend of His Magic, it's the same voice actor. Yeah, Kathleen Barr plays her as well, and that's where she came from. She came from G3 to play Trixie, for that matter. But she's not annoying. I kind of prefer her. She's kind of like the better Trixie, if you will. I mean, she's not trying to show off. She's not. She's willing to listen to others. After all, Trixie, I think to this day, still seems to be somewhat boastful, but nowhere near as bad as Rainbow Dash. But her, like, most notable, she gets her own video game release. Yes, Puzzlemint's Grand Puzzle Adventure is actually rather difficult. So it's not just the fact that, oh, it's a kid's game. If you play, it's going to take 5 minutes and it'll be over and done with. Not exactly. It's a lot more involved than that, which is kind of, in some ways, it means it's good because that means adults can actually get a challenge out of it. But at the same time, it's aimed at kids, so one would expect it to be less involved. But this gives them plenty to do on on rainy days and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. And of course, the one thing we get to see Puzzlemint, we actually get to hear her speak in another part in Greetings from Unicornia. This is where she reads the letter. She kind of gets the letter from Rainbow Dash that says where she's been and kind of where she's been going. Of course, she really wants to know what happened, what's been going on, as all the other ponies were. They were on the same. They were all eager to find out what Rainbow Dash had been up to while she was over there, and we do see like Puzzlemint at one point actually there. If I'm not mistaken. We actually see her. No, it couldn't be because he was he was just a few other. She's Rainbow Dash was spending time with the unicorns, so Puzzlemint was not there. None of the other characters were there. In fact, we don't really. Yeah. So if you're not really a fan of Puzzlemint, you don't get to see her a lot. So I kind of like her. I mean, just based on the fact that she's a little more unique than the other characters. She's got a bit of an accent. I mean, yes, you've got Pinkie Pie has a bit of an accent, but it's not as strong. I mean, Puzzlemint's more of a British accent in a way. And she's very subtle about it when she makes sure to keep Pinkie Pie away from the party that's being planned at the time. She makes sure she's as subtle as possible with still being nice. She's playing that balance perfectly. She's not forcefully keeping Pinkie Pie away. She's guiding her away, convincing her away to make sure she doesn't ruin the party that, as we said before, it pans out, and they actually get it done, but it's on the wrong day, so they just kind of doubled it up, and they still managed to really just surprise her anyway, so. But I mean, to get your own video game basically devoted to you. I mean, granted, it's very involved. It's not just about her, but she is the host of the game, so she's like guiding you through what you have to do, more or less. I mean, I think she'll reward you with puzzles, as I've watched an actual playthrough of the game. But I have to say, she's not a bad character. I would definitely prefer her. If I'm going to recommend a side character, I probably would recommend her because, I mean, one, she's a little more notable than the other side characters in the movies. Even though she doesn't have as much screen time, she's a little bit more involved than some of the background characters in the movies. So that's my review on G3 Puzzlemint. Thanks for watching.